Mickey in the field. Mickey in the field is he's a bit of a nutter. You know, he comes in every morning and runs around like a crazy man. So when I was younger, I used to love health and fitness and sport in general as a child. So my PE teachers were my idols when I was at school. And then from there, obviously, as you get older, I got into the gym, absolutely loved it, and then really wanted to be a personal trainer from there. So I used to work in a school teaching PE to primary school children. And then from there, I sort of started my personal training business on the side and just allowed it to grow. So my first job as a personal trainer was, I started off by myself, which I would probably say was a little bit of a mistake, but I noticed that a little bit later and ended up getting a role at David Lloyd, which was incredible because I was able to train lots of different people, do group classes, do one-to-one classes, and one of the things I did amazingly there was you were able to offer members free trials. So even if you didn't have clients at the time, you were able to do PT sessions with so many different people, which massively helped with experience. So that was my first real job as a personal trainer, and it's probably still been valuable today. Yeah, it felt amazing. It's, I mean, getting the job was one thing, but then getting the first client at David Lloyd was another. That sense of achievement was probably I've never had that again since with signing up a client, because it's your first one. You have that sort of nerves, and also you have the excitement of getting really into the job. The reason I left David Lloyd, I wasn't there long. It was sort of part of the plan anyway, was to go and get experience. But I had a lot of, like I said before, inspirations, and a few of the people at the time, there was a lot of people up in London sort of doing their own thing, which I followed on Instagram, and it sort of gave me that drive to try and do my own thing. Reason being is because when you're working at a gym, the experience is amazing, but you have to do it the way the gyms do it. It's harder to express yourself when you're, for example, wearing their logo, doing their sort of coaching. For me, it was to be able to express myself as a coach and coach people the way that I would like to coach them. So the next stage after David Lloyd was starting my own one-to-one business, starting it back up. So first thing I did while I was still at David Lloyd was email all of the local private gyms, judging how much their rent was, whether it was pay as you go, whether it was obviously one-off payments, and sort of tried to see what would fit me at the time. There were lots of gyms that I looked at, and I sort of ended up finding one which suited me. It's quite a small, quiet gym, which I think sorted me out in a way of it was really intimate still for the one-to-ones, and again non-intimidating like the gym is now. So for my business, it was perfect. So it meant that I could go in and take my own clients there, and still be able to express myself and coach them a way that I wanted to be coached, and wear my own branding and my own business. I really enjoyed being a one-to-one coach. Ended up building a very busy book. So for me, after that, it was seeing how I could grow the business, and opening a gym was something I always wanted to do, and it went to progressing into looking to do that.